From fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, it's USL Championship Soccer 2019. And tonight, the Las Vegas Lights FC return home to face Reno Monarchs SLC. Good evening and welcome everybody. Alongside George D. Metellus, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thanks for joining us here for USL Championship and Light Soccer on ESPN+. Las Vegas still looking for their first win of the season. The Monarchs earned their first win of the season last week, 5-0 over LA Galaxy 2. Michael Chang had two big goals in that one, George.
Yeah, he sure did, to help the Reno Monarchs get out of a bit of a goal-scoring slump. He is going to be someone that the Vegas defense will have to focus on, keep him at bay. He has shown the ability to finish. This is a great finish here on that in that victory against Los Dos, and then also from the free kick as well. That's coming up in just a second here. He has shown that he can put that ball over the line into the back of the net in different ways. So the defense of Vegas will have to be very strong against him, mark him well, and not give up any cheap fouls in or around the penalty area.
On the other side for Las Vegas, they've scored 2 goals this season. Both of them come from the center backs. Gabe Robinson got his first career goal in that road loss last week.
It was important for Vegas to get this goal. Gabe Robinson, a lot of confidence for him. But the big thing for him, obviously on set pieces, is going to be dangerous. But they've conceded 5 goals in their last 2 games. So he has to be tight in the middle of that defense for Vegas to get a clean sheet in their first win of the season.
After that opening draw against Austin 0-0, Las Vegas went on the road at Oklahoma City Energy, lost 2-1, and at Portland Timbers 3-1. And Eric Winalda wants that first win tonight, as does his team. When we come back, starting 11s and kickoff, it's Las Vegas and Reno Monarchs SLC next.
Jarritos. Super good. Que bueno son.
Spring is here, and that means the Hyundai Spring Fever sales event is on now at ABC Hyundai. Spring Fever savings like $4,000 off MSRP on all new 2019 Santa Fe's. And get a $1,500 gift card with your trade-in. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
Zappos makes returns easy, so you can save the drama.
What do you want?
For your 18th century prima donna.
Did you eat my lost taquito?
Nope.
Lawyer!
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com. Zappos makes getting help at any time easy.
They're on their way.
Great.
So you can save the drama.
Curfew was 2 hours ago.
For your teenage llama.
Michael, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com.
I'm Kevin Janison. Hey, want to know what the weather will be like before you get to the Lights game? Watch News 3 live at 11 for the Las Vegas Lights forecast. Remember, News 3 is your weather authority, and go get them, Las Vegas Lights.
Back at Cashman Field in Las Vegas, getting set for the second home match of the season for Lights FC. And here's a look at our Zappos starting lineups. Visit zappos.com/soccer for Reno Monarchs, a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, and remember, they scored 5 last week in their matchup against LA Galaxy 2. So that attacking 4 up top, catcher Blake, Hurd, and Martinez, they are getting the start again. They will be very dangerous, so look out for them. And Chang, of course, we mentioned him as a player to watch for Reno Monarchs. If those 4 or those 5 can get into the attack, get deep into the attacking third, they could cause problems for this Las Vegas defense.
Here's a look. The lineup for the hometown Lights, brought to you by Zappos. 4-4-2 officially, but that will morph throughout the game.
Absolutely, and look out for the number 10. Well, in soccer, anytime you get the number 10, you have to look out for him because he's someone that can create chances. And with Vegas at home looking for their first win, Christian Hernandez will be the man pulling the strings to try to set up Harley and Parra for the goals up top.
Well, the Lights going away from the traditional jerseys tonight as the two head coaches meeting prior to this match. But Lights FC players, you'll notice tonight a special commemorative jersey designed with the Vegas Golden Knights. So the gold and black colors. See that tonight. We got the Vegas Golden Knights cheerleaders as well. Here are Findlay Toyota keys to the game, brought to you by Findlay Toyota, where John Barr will do anything to sell you a car, and hockey theme to go with the hockey jerseys tonight.
Yeah, the Stanley Cup finalists from last year, the Vegas Golden Knights. Well, for the Lights, they got to get that puck over the line into the back of the net. So that means scoring first and starting fast. That means being aggressive up top with that midfield. As for the Monarchs, well, they got to keep that. They got to, what is it called? Check. The checking?
The forecheck.
The floor check. There we go. The ice check. I don't watch that much hockey, excuse me. But the point is they have to make sure they're well defensively and then weather the storm, because we know Vegas is going to come out very strong the first 15 minutes to get a goal and to get this crowd at Cashman Field hyped and give them even more energy.
When you're in Vegas, you need to watch hockey. You need to watch the beautiful game of soccer. Vegas Golden Knights, by the way, congratulations, clinched their playoff spot last night. Here's our UMC injury reports. The official hospital of the Lights is UMC. Tonight, health report shows that Brian De La Fuente still out. Sammy Ochoa as well. And on the other side, Ricardo Avila, Luis Palma, and Jordan Pena, some key players out for the Monarchs this evening.
Absolutely. Those players will be missed for sure for Martin Vasquez. And also, Sammy Ochoa, who is a proven goal scorer in the USL, he's out as well. And you see the jersey, the gold trim on the numbers is sweet.
All that glitters is gold, everybody. Beautiful.
It is sweet.
And you have the opportunity to get those, those jerseys will be auctioned off. So get the jerseys right off the back. Those are commemorative special edition. And that will be easy to see the numbers for us tonight, pal, you know?
For sure. Those are, I got to find a way to get one of those. That gold trim on the numbers, sparkling, was sweet. Those are beautiful, yeah. Vegas got style for sure. Well, it's
always.
Vegas, of course, you expect. Yep.
Well, full crowd expect tonight, over 8,000. Our referee for this one is Ismir Pekmich. He's assisted by Ian McKay, Brandon Stevis, and the fourth official, William Randy Hoffman. So glad to have you along on MyLV TV and ESPN+. Las Vegas 0-2-1, and they want a fast start, as you said, in our keys to the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, when you're looking for your first win of the season and you've been struggling those first 3 games, especially defensively, you have to come out aggressive here. You could take a lot of pressure off of the defense by getting a goal or 2 in these first 10, 15 minutes. And of course, here in Cashman Field, where it's home field, that home ice advantage, as we saw with the keys to the game, you have to come out strong and aggressive. I suspect that Las Vegas Lights will do that and try to put on a show for their fans here.
Hometown Lights will attack right to left to start, and the Vegas Golden Knight kits. Real Monarchs in the traveling white here after their opening win of the season last week, 5-0 in style against LA Galaxy 2. But before that, they were like Las Vegas, struggled to score. In fact, had just 1 goal going into that match. 2 draws to start the season, and then the big breakthrough last weekend. It is game on in Las Vegas. And you're hearing the America First Credit Union fireworks, which you always hear in that first minute. In Las Vegas, you never wait to the end. You kick off the game with a bang.
Oh, what a great light display here. Cashman Field. Fireworks to start, and hopefully
more ways than one,
more
right?
More ways than one. Yes, the players will give some fireworks as well. Nothing like it in the USL. Vegas, so unique, so much swag.
Throw up the line to Alex Harley, making his return to the lineup after missing last week's game. In the opener a few weeks back, 0-0 against expansion Austin Bold FC, outshot them and deserved more than the single point in that one, if you talk to Coach Eric Winalda. In fact, Las Vegas leading the league in shots, but 26th in goals scored, and a half bicycle attempt there from Harley. And covering is David Ochoa, easily the best goalkeeper in the league through the first 3 games, the 18-year-old.
It's going to be very important. He's going to see a lot of shots in this matchup, obviously because of the stats, but also because of how Vegas want to play and how they want to get their opening win of the season. So he's going to be, or expect to be, very busy in between the sticks for Real Monarchs.
Brody on that overlapping run coming inside the area, sending it across right with the 6 and cleaned up. As Salt Lake coming in with a full head of steam. And now on the counter, Kevin Garcia Lopez bombing up that right side. You'll see him do that all night. And now we'll chase all the way to the end line. And it will be a goal kick the other way.
Yeah, one thing's for sure. Yeah, modern football nowadays, you need those wing backs to bomb up their respective wings. And so you saw that Harley drop back a little bit deeper to give that space for Garcia Lopez to move up.
Chasing it all the way back, end-to-end soccer here in the 3rd minute.
Yeah, this is going to be a situation for Real Monarchs where they're going to have to make sure their midfield is well organized to keep their shape, because Vegas is going to try and get a lot of the possession, especially with Hernandez. We're seeing Harley with a touch early, so they want to get much of the possession in this game.
Picked up in the center of the park by Parra. Really wants to get on track, scoring some goals. The native of Inglewood, California. He wants to be up to no good.
Yep.
Here tonight. Harley will get a shot away into the smoke. Of course, full supporter sections tonight with the Electric Company and the Luz y Fuerza.
Inglewood always up to no good, as the legendary Dr. Dre once said. Yes.
Thought you would catch on to that one.
Oh, yeah.
Ochoa trying to build out of the back and now in some trouble. And a foul going against Las Vegas Lights FC. Last week in that match against Portland Timbers 2, committed twice as many fouls as Timbers 2, 20-9. So they were not getting the benefit of the calls. In fact, had 2 penalties go against them.
One thing about that, there's a silver lining when it comes to the fouls. The penalties, definitely not anything positive. But the fact that they're trying to win the ball in the midfield, be aggressive, that's one silver lining with all those fouls. And they just got to make sure they don't get cards as well, because that could be a killer. LA2 found that out. They were down to 10 men when Real Monarchs put 5 past them also. So fouls can be good in terms of an indication of their aggressiveness in trying to win the ball, but in the wrong places could cost the team a victory.
Trying to get Harley on track, coming out quickly to recognize the danger, David Ochoa. He has 2 shutouts already this season. 16 saves to go with it. Both of those are league highs. And he will wing it to the right side. James Moberger, so center back split wide. Make it difficult.
Yep. Those 2 center backs splitting out wide. They're anticipating some high pressing from Vegas, so they want to do is spread them out. That allows a lot of space through the midfield to connect, to make those passes and beat that press, try to get it into the attacking half as quickly as possible, get in behind those defenders.
New wrinkle personnel-wise. You see 23, Christian Torres, who has played in the defensive midfield the first 3 matches, and that's where Eric Winalda really likes him. However, with the injury to Brian De La Fuente, the captain of this team, who had an ACL surgery, he's got to trying to push different buttons and try different people in there, and his quality played there a lot last year. And see if that can hold things down, because Portland Timbers with Dairon Asprilla exploited that last week.
And it's not unusual to see a holding or defensive midfielder play a left back or a right back. The mobility and the ball handling skills are similar for those 2 positions.
Moberg. And tracking back there is Las Vegas, Brian Arguez. And Arguez, player making his first start of the season. Guy who's been injured towards the end of the preseason, so good to have him back in the fold as well. Player with a lot of experience, played in the Bundesliga with Hertha Berlin. And Eric Winalda loves his calmness. Kind of called him a floating 8 with a bite on defense. Into the open field. This is Arguez. And showing that calmness right there. Smoke wafting across the field. Torres leaving it to the corner. Arguez is there. Arguez leaving it back. Promising here for Las Vegas. 3 by Hernandez. top of the area and cleared off by Joseph Akomu.
That's a shame for Vegas. Scaglia with the touch.
Trying to get from the right side with Kevin Garcia Lopez. Harley leaves it back. 7th minute. And heading that one out of play.
They had something promising there with Christian Hernandez. He leads it for Lucas Scaglia, and that first touch for Scaglia is a little too heavy, and that's why he can't get that shot off. But he was in an excellent position there at the top of the penalty area in that half circle. He just couldn't get that shot off. That first touch, a little too heavy for him. But the spaces are there, so that's an encouraging sign for Vegas in attack.
Lights have had the proceedings here the first 7 minutes. This will roll all the way back to Thomas Olson, the Lights FC homegrown talent sponsored by Nevada State College. So a guy who played last year here, a hometown product out of Bishop Gorman High School. He's had a good start to the season. Moby Fear getting his first start at home. Number 6 back on the ball.
And this is good patience here by Las Vegas. Just no space, keep the possession, move the ball back. Look at Hernandez dropping back to try to create the attack.
Tripa, the ball forward and running out of real estate there, but lofting it into the crowd was Torres.
Now this is well done by Christian Hernandez, that ball over the top. And that's what you want your number 10, your playmaker, to do. If he has to drop all the way back into the midfield circle to get a touch and to distribute, that's what he has to do. And he saw that run by Torres down that left side. Torres just can keep it down there, but still an encouraging sign that he has the time and space to pick out a pass.
Monarchs have been under pressure from the get-go. Now looking to attack in transition. Closed down defensively along that left side. Noah Powder is helping things out. Got hurt as well. And that one lofted out of play.
Vegas had that one well covered with numbers. They had the numbers back to, in case that service connected with someone, a Real Monarchs attacker.
Coach Winalda telling us this week, so happy to be back at Cashman Field. Seems like forever since we were here in that opener. Played the entire preseason there in Las Vegas, of course, there at Cashman Field. And that first road trip did not go the way he intended. And that's a fix he intends to make. And no harm, no foul. Right there is Martinez, a dangerous striker.
Yeah. Talking about Winalda in his early days of this season, still trying to figure out his team a little bit, also tactically what they want to do, but their talent is there for Las Vegas to make the playoffs.
Lost in the center of the park. And I'll take a deflection. This still has some danger written on it. Lights doing due diligence to get it out. Here is Brody. And certainly wanted to see what's going on. Our referee, Ismir Pekmich, will call a foul.
Unfortunately for Vegas, Christian Hernandez loses his footing, and that's what led to them losing the possession. And now here's a dangerous chance here for Monarchs.
Yeah, calling it a handball. So an immediate free kick here. So this is in a dangerous spot. So Thomas Olson going to direct things.
And look at Douglas Martinez there. He's standing, giving a signal to Noah Powder as to where he wants that service. So look out for him as the intended target in the area. Looks like he's being marked by Gabe Robinson, so that's going to be an interesting matchup here on this set piece.
Masta Kacher, the Canadian, put the left foot into it. It's a good one, punched away by Olsen. And now Harley will have some work to do to clear. Up the line off of Real Monarchs, and job done by Las Vegas.
Well done by Vegas, set piece defending here. Good communication and man marking, well done.
That one goes out of play, but off of Las Vegas. In our 12th minute, no score. Las Vegas came out on the front foot, and Eric Winalda is going to want an explanation here.
Talking about a Hall of Famer on the bench for Las Vegas. That's a big deal. And you have someone who's contributed so much to the game here in the United States. If he can get them to the playoffs, and I think they have the talent to get to the playoffs, that would just add to his resume, add to his appeal, lure in U.S. soccer.
So he really wants to be known now as a coach. Of course, it had the Hall of Fame worthy career as a player until Landon Donovan took it from him. He was the all-time goal-scoring leader in U.S. history. He's really trying to make a name by finding the hidden gems and finding the rough stones and polishing them and bringing him into Vegas. A lot of these players have played for him in the past with Cal FC and Atlanta Silverbacks. Goes with what he knows.
Yeah, if you're going to get your record broken, at least get it broken by maybe the greatest American soccer player of all time. So, you know.
Oh, I'm still sure. I'm sure he'd still like to have it.
Yeah,
he's a competitor, right?
That's true. Yeah, very true. Yeah. But if you're going to go down to the greatest, to the best, you know. Yeah.
Arguez in the circle. Fear. We'll have to go back as Martinez starting to press. One gets through, but nobody going to get on the other end of it. No score here in the 14th. So glad to have you along. Jeff Radcliffe, George D. Metellus, and our entire Vista crew here on MyLVTV and ESPN+. Stretching the field here and earning a corner. So good work there from Josh Hurd. He heard the footsteps coming. And had a goal last year against Las Vegas, so a dangerous player to mark.
Yeah, Real Monarchs trying to maybe catch Vegas with a little bit of a surprise with a long ball over the top, trying to catch them because they have had a hard time building through the midfield with a possession and series of passes. They haven't had much possession, so trying to catch Vegas on the long ball over the top does lead to a corner, so it turned out well for them.
First corner of the match. Whipped into the near post. Las Vegas player got ahead to it. The second ball is what you got to be careful of, and Olsen had to go low. And will eventually go out, and we'll do it again.
Well, that's a great save there by Thomas Olsen. As you mentioned, it's a tricky save, and he's able to do it.
Play it short. Now lofted to the back stick. And takes another deflection. Tripa will keep that as a throw-in. Well done.
Now Olsen, that ball going through a bunch of bodies, and he was able to make the save. For a goalkeeper, it's just important that they see the ball. That's the main thing, and he was able to see it.
That ball was dipping.
Dipping, yeah. That ball by Blake, that shot by Blake had some English, French, and Spanish on it, and
any language.
And Olsen shows that he's a polyglot because he kept it out, did well in interpreting it. Yeah.
Back to Las Vegas on the throw-in here. Well, we talked about, one of our keys to the game. Our Findlay Toyota keys to the game was get to a fast start, and they've had the better of things, but still have nothing to show for it. So how long does Las Vegas have to really, before they start setting in, okay, here we go again, trying to manufacture a goal?
Yeah, it'd be in their best interest to get a goal in the next 5-10 minutes here. You don't want to go into halftime 0-0, that's for sure, 0-0. So you want to make sure they get a goal soon. They have had the possession, and I like what Hernandez is doing, dropping back and trying to make himself available as a playmaker. It's just now getting into that final third and that final touch. That's the key.
And Para force it back after losing it. Brody. Tight confines here on the near side. We'll make the switch.
Vegas is in a situation like a teenager who's done something wrong. The sooner you tell your parents, the better.
Yeah.
That's what they got to do. The sooner they get a goal, the better. Yeah.
That's right.
Not
Good
that I
analogy, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got in trouble at school, Dad.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
Well, a give and go. Trying to find Para. I'm going to tell you, one long ball turns into a counter here at Cashman Field. So got to be wise to everything.
That was good awareness there by Gabe Robinson to come over.
Garcia lays it into the corner. Harley banging to the line, gets hooked. And let's see what the ruling is. No, going to be goal kick, no foul.
Well, Harley had a burst of speed, and it looked like he was going to get around Okomu. Okomu looks like he pushed him. See that burst right there.
Oh,
I think
that's
that was
unfortunate, huh?
Yeah, it looked like a shove by Okomu to me. Either a foul or something that should have gone in favor of Vegas there. But still, you got to like what Harley is doing.
Olsen has it safely. Here's Torre, and one of the 2 goal scorers this season, both of those center backs, as Las Vegas was quite prolific in the preseason, scoring from set pieces, and that has stayed true here in the regular season. And giving that one a go over the top was Parra.
Parra actually had a little more time as well. That back line of Real Monarchs actually backed off, gave him some space. Hernandez was making a run on the left. Harley was making a run on the right. And I think he was a little bit surprised that no one came out to attack him, and he had maybe a couple more touches to go toward goal. And he went for the shot there. But Parra especially hasn't had much service in this game. He hasn't had many touches, and that's certainly why Vegas is struggling to score in this match so far.
Komu, the player down. Well, Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Still working on Komu, the trainers here.
He might still be feeling the effects of that clash with Harley just a few seconds earlier down that far right side.
And it takes a little of the air out of the game, which you don't want, right?
Yep.
So that's when your capo getting to work like he should. An electric pump company in the house. Let's see, will he have to exit the game? At least go up to the sideline and check out. Looks like he's walking okay. So Komu, the Kenyan, in the second season, still will be held off the field for another moment or two. And he's been allowed in, Lives back on.
That'll be interesting to see that matchup, Okomu with Harley.
Marauding run from Argas.
Well, we've seen Argas on that from the midfield kind of loop around onto that left side there of the Vegas attack and actually make some headway getting into that deep into that attacking third. So he's looking dangerous. Now it's just a matter of that right connection that could lead to a goal-scoring chance, goal-scoring opportunity.
Argas, the Miami native, is all the way to the other end, and no moment of hesitation there from Ochoa. And what we have here is Harley appeared to have made contact, and in a bit of pain is Ochoa, the Real Salt Lake homegrown, and holding his jaw.
Yeah. Oh, no, he didn't hit him in the mouth. Nothing in it at all. He's rolling on the ground like he needs an orthodontist or something. He didn't even touch you in the face. There was a little bit of contact. Looked like maybe Harley got him on the leg or something. Light contact. For him to go down like that, that's just ridiculous. He doesn't need to be play acting like that.
They have to go to Boston Dental Group, one of the big sponsors for Las Vegas Lights FC. They sponsor the shirt off the back promotion after every home game. Jerseys available.
He was acting like he had a root canal with no anesthetics or anything. Yeah. It's like
no Novocaine.
Yeah, he barely touched you on the shin guard.
Good work by Torre. Up the line, playing it in direct fashion. Headed out of problems from James Moberg. His 4th season with Monarchs. And it'll be a throw in for the converted to the left back, Christian Torres. And again, it's Akomu needing some assistance. So this could end up forcing a change to Martin Vasquez. By the way, he's good friends with Eric Winalda from their U.S. national team days playing together.
Now, yeah, it looks like he's favoring that left knee, Akumu.
On the bench, center back Kalen Ryden. So you've got a player available, but no coach wants to have to make a change. Number one this early, but also change a defender. So it keeps you from having those options later in the match.
Absolutely. And if you're Vegas, you have to be wondering, okay, there is the substitution. We have to try to exploit that new player that comes in, try to exploit that position he's going to be in. And Ryden is about to come on as well. So it'll be interesting to see how much the tactics change for Real Monarchs now that Ryden is going to come in.
Ryden missed that last match. And that win against Los Dos, he got a red card in the El Paso match, so looking forward to get back in there. So Ryden will be the switch, and one of the 3 have been exhausted here for Coach Martin Vasquez. I wish the best for that young man. Never want to leave in that fashion. So Akomu, the 21-year-old, out for Kalen Ryden, the experienced native of Norman, Oklahoma. On his 2nd season with Real Monarchs. And the lights go back on the attack. Scaglia cuts left, now Tripa gets the ball across on the back stick, begging for somebody to finish it.
Oh, that's a smart play there by Christian Hernandez. I thought he was going far post, but instead he was squaring it for one of his teammates. Just couldn't get that connection to get it over the line into the back of the net.
Kevin Garcia Lopez hurdle a player to get back.
That's what you have to do if you're a defender. You have that right back.
Get out of my way.
Yes. That's that transition defense.
Good positive play as Tripa sent it right across the 6. Eric Winalda said if we could just score first for once, now everything would change. Olsen will play it out to the right. Here's Robinson, again had the goal last week in that 3-1 loss. Timbers 2. And we haven't got a chance to see his patented long throw. Throw it 60 yards in the air and is a weapon. Of course, it's on film now. Everybody knows about it, so you can plan for it in training.
Yep. I wonder who does the opposition have that can throw it 60 yards to kind of simulate that, unless.
Yeah, exactly. You need to have somebody that can do the same thing. Maybe just throw it a little closer in.
Yeah.
25th minute, no score. And right now it's shaping up a lot like that Austin game, in which Las Vegas really asked all the questions, just couldn't cash in on a goal.
Yeah, that's certainly frustrating for Vegas.
And again, leading the league in shots, 52 of them. Certainly been a source of frustration. Coming back is Moberg.
And this is what we're seeing from Vegas now. Those 2 wingbacks, Garcia Lopez and Torres, they're bombing forward. And then Scaglia is dropping back into the, kind of in that hole in between Torre and Robinson to make it a back line of 3 when they're on the attack.
Turned over. And one player zigged when he should have zagged.
Yeah.
Right.
It looked like Hurd was maybe concerned about the offside. That's why he didn't make a run for the ball there. And he's got to go for it. If the whistle goes, it goes. If it doesn't, then you're in on goal and you have a shot on target. So don't make up your mind. Don't make up the decision for the referees. Let the referees do the work. There, if you're Josh Hurd.
Well, Eric said this week, not being able to score and get ahead of people, it does kind of creep into the psyche. And he said, if you would have told me it took us that many minutes to score a goal, I would have called you crazy. I think that we've got a team that's got the ability to score all day long. We just haven't been able to figure it out yet. And of course, that creeps into training sometimes too. But he said it's been a good week of training.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing for Vegas here is I like what they're doing in terms of the wing backs, but they might have to commit more men forward. We haven't seen much from through the middle for Vegas. It's been mostly down this left-hand side, in which they've generated the most dangerous opportunities or looked the most dangerous in attack.
Parra will do the quick restart. Tripa Hernandez running at goal. Tripa Hernandez now Harley couldn't get to him.
The spacing was a little bit off there between Tripa and Harley.
Arguez will lift it to Harley, edge of the 18. Man from Togo unable to track it down, and is the stop, drop, and roll out of play.
Yeah.
You just know, you know, if you've been in the game long enough, it starts eating at you, and then you start putting pressure on yourself the longer it goes.
Yeah, they have to find a way. And Hernandez, I like what Hernandez is doing, the number 10 Tripa, from dropping back and getting more touches. He's the one that the attack is going to filter through. But they have to find a way to kind of balance the field. Like I said, a lot of it is coming from the left. They haven't been able to do much down the right side. If they could make that switch, balance it out, that could open things up, stretch that defense, and then open things up in the middle. And it's easier for a team to defend crosses than it is those intricate passes through the middle.
Monarchs on the prowl here. Replay. Give and go now on the left. Powder poking it through. 50-50. Clash of boots. And Arguez comes out of there, and he'll draw the foul. The referee will slow it down just a bit.
Blake doesn't have much of an argument. That's a clear foul there. Arguez with some nifty footwork.
Former Nottingham Forest man got all his money's worth on the challenge.
Yeah, he sure did. Yep. I think he was just trying to he was hoping to the referee or talking to the referee, saying, "Hey, I didn't deserve a card for that."
Viva Lights chant echoing throughout Cashman Field. Now, great crowd here. They want to be rewarded and paid off with a goal here. There's a lot of people that showed up for that first one on that guarantee from owner Brett Lashbrook. A lot of people had free vouchers for this game. That will help the attendance numbers. And she guaranteed a win. Well, they got a tie, so that meant everybody who was at that game got to come to this one free. Good win. Torres puts it over the top. It was poked over. That will lead to a corner. And positive play there. Torres getting in a high position.
Well done there by Christian Torres. First of all, the effort, because he slides to win the tackle. That is the key right here. Look at him slide, win that tackle, does very well, cuts in, and then tries to sneak it past Ochoa. I thought he maybe tried to bend it far post, but still well done by Torres, especially that slide to win the ball and give them a chance here.
Tripa Hernandez, known for quality service on set pieces. Approaching this with the left foot. Remember, the Lights have been very good throughout the preseason and the regular season, scoring this way.
See Robinson, number 4.
Whipped in near post. And it'll be a goal kick. So one and done that time, and you see the frustration there from Coach Winalda.
Yeah, and I can understand. This is something that I don't understand about soccer and what teams do. Not any team. That near post corner kick almost never works. That's my soapbox. With the near post corner kick, I don't understand why they still do that. Almost never works. You get it into the heart of the penalty area. You have a player like Robinson who scored off a set piece before. Get it to him with his head and his athleticism, his height, and get him with the header. But near post service almost never works.
That's the way you think, George.
That's
good. Oh, big challenge behind the play. And two teams certainly getting comfortable with the proceedings now.
See a little more physicality. Yeah.
Fear. Trying to break lines with that pass. It was caught by Torres. And a good scissor tackle. And we'll track it into the corner. Will Brody. Our players hitting the floor right now.
Yeah. Well, that ball by Fear that was cut out by Torres. I think if he lets it go, Scaglia is behind him. Yeah, I think Scaglia was coming in behind him, and he might have been able to get onto the end of that, and then all he has to do is turn toward goal. That was a tough break there.
We'll resume play. Collected by Garcia Lopez.
Yeah, let's see if Garcia Lopez can get more involved here in the attack on the right side.
Order up.
Yep.
Goes to the end line, sends it across. Good looking ball. We'll have to track it down. Send it right back into the mixer here. Rodriguez. And taken out of trouble there. Justin Portillo doing due diligence defensively. Then getting his first start for Real Monarchs after being red carded in MLS play against LAFC last week. But you're available in USL Championship if they send you down, so you still get to play this weekend. Portillo, longtime Charleston Battery player. Very comfortable here in the USL.
Maybe that's a new tactic. Get sent off in MLS and then
just to get a run out,
Get a run out,
Play in Vegas, get a trip to Vegas out of it, That
sounds like a good deal, Any trip to Vegas is a good deal,
Moberg. And if you're just joining us, one change has already had to be made. It's Joseph Akomu, the center back, had to be replaced with an injury. Kalen Ryden. Hold up from Martinez. Takes a long time to get to Andrew Brody, the Orlando native. Portillo.
This is good defending here by Vegas.
Trying to link up inside the area. Shot on the way and skimmed by that right side post. And you can see the danger Jack Blake possesses. Had a goal last week.
As I mentioned, as I say that it was good defending, Real Monarchs carve out a little bit of space.
Commentators curse, man.
My bad, y'all, my bad. But this is a good through ball here. That touch right there by her to get inside. And then nobody comes over to mark Jack Blake. And that's how he's able to get that shot on frame there. That's where your center back, somebody has to track over there. Either the center back or the holding midfielder has to drop back and cover or mark Blake so that he doesn't get that shot off. But credit Josh Hurd, that first touch to get inside was so quick. Perfect weight onto it to get into space and create a goal-scoring chance for Real Monarchs.
Remember, the Lights' next home game is Saturday, April 13th against the Tacoma Defiance. Two Roots Brewing night kickoff 7:30. The Zappos tailgate starts at 5:30. Get lathered up before heading into Cashman Field.
That sounds fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now Las Vegas going to be on the road 3 of the next 4 games. Tacoma, is that a new team? That's Sounders too. They've just rebranded.
Yeah. Yep.
Scaglia will make that fear. And you're concerned of how much energy you put out without a result. Now maybe something happened. Harley was offside.
Oh, that's a tough break there for Harley. Because it looked like he had some position there. He had some space. Noah Powder, the left back of Real Monarchs, got caught high out of position. It was 3 in the back, and Harley saw that space, moved into it. But just a little bit offside. Couldn't time his run there. So tough break for Vegas.
And on goal, and heard a whistle there. It was an offside or anything, but looks like that was the case.
Yeah,
can't see it from here. Well, he was certainly in, right?
Yeah, that was very exciting. That could have been a great chance for a goal, but Parra was offside.
Torres has been really good here on the left.
Absolutely, and we've seen 2 offsides by Vegas in 30 seconds.
Yep.
So Real Monarchs, that back line, they're playing with fire. That back line playing high, and Harley and Parra now. They just have to time it, get their spacing right, get their timing right, and they might have a good opportunity to get behind that defense before the end of this first half.
Coach Ronaldo calls it, we got to slip and slide defensively.
Yes.
Where he slips out of position, we got to slide too, because we know we're going to give up some chances because of the way we're going to play attacking soccer. And we'll have our first booking here on the night. And shown to Mr. Blake. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, well, Blake already had a verbal warning for a tackle earlier in this first half, so second one equals a yellow. And that's
paid the price for it too.
Absolutely.
Coming down on the rear.
Yeah, that's reckless on Blake's part there, the way he came into that challenge. So he deserved the yellow card. And as I mentioned, he had a verbal warning already. Second time. Going to the book. Yep. Going to the book the second time.
Robinson couldn't get it forward. Now we'll have to come back and chase. Here come the Monarchs. Into the area. It's Chang. Couldn't get on the end of it. Good work by Javan Torre to stay with him step for step, as we know how dangerous Michael Chang is. Had the brace last week.
And credit to Las Vegas. We mentioned him at the top of the broadcast as a player to watch after his 2 goals last week. And this is the first time we're mentioning him in the entire first half. And this is, what, the 38th minute? So he's been neutralized by that Vegas midfield and defense.
Chang and Portillo, by the way, played for Mark Anhauser at Charleston for about 4 seasons together. So they're going to have that connection here tonight. One of the reasons to bring Portillo in, especially after the game Chang had at home last week. Turned over. Playing through. Good opportunity here. Sent across in the area on frame. And the goal won't count. Offside, flag came up on the far side. But that was more like it.
Yes.
Harley. No, there's the villain. if you're here at Cashman Field, right?
Yes.
And he's going to hear it.
The same lineman for all 3 offsides here in this first half for Vegas.
Hey, just doing his job.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, how about that? Another offside, but that's the 3rd one in like 2 minutes. So Real Monarchs, that back line, once again, they're teetering. They're playing with fire. They're giving up some dangerous chances here for Vegas.
Brody to Blake. That will take a deflection on its way out. It'll be a corner kick. Well, all season long at Cashman Field, enjoy Jarritos, the official soda of the Lights. Two Roots Brewing, the official craft beer of the Lights. And Estrella Jalisco, the official import beer.
Jarritos has a tamarindo, a tamarind.
Yes,
flavor.
that's the best selling.
Oh,
yeah.
man, I love that one. That is so good. I like the tamarind one.
Could use that at halftime, I think.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You can't do the Estrella Jalisco right now.
Yeah.
After the game, you and I will partake.
Yeah, that'll work. Definitely.
We're 5 minutes from halftime. Nothing to show for an edge in possession.
Well,
60% of the possession going the way of Las Vegas at this moment.
And the biggest issue for Vegas, the possession has been there. And they've been able to transport the ball through the midfield pretty easily. It's just been getting into that penalty area and then getting that final connection in order to get a shot on target. That's been the main issue for Vegas.
True.
And
5 shots tonight, 2 on target thus far.
Yep.
4 and 1 for Real Monarchs.
And that's got to get better, but the possession is there and the spaces are there. That's the most important thing. As long as the possession and the spaces are there, then the chances will come.
A good win, fair challenge, and a tackle won. Good hold up play, now getting Parra in behind. Parra will shoot and skim it left, and he's denied.
Oh,
keep your head on a swivel if you're in the electric company when he's getting that left-footed shot.
Yeah, that went into the stands, almost someone getting a souvenir. But how about, I guess.
Souvenir bruised
Yeah.
black eye.
So nobody, you didn't think you'd go to a soccer match and have to bring a helmet, right, in the stands? But how about, I guess, first of all, the sliding tackle to win the ball back and maintain the possession, and then the pass to Irvin Parra wide. So well done there by Vegas. See, the spaces, the opportunities are there. Real Monarchs defense isn't this hard pressing, intense pressure defense. The spaces are there for Vegas.
Oh, no foul call there. Or is it? Yep, it will be. Three minutes from halftime as Robinson trying to split wide with Torre. Get one more chance here before that whistle. Driven ball, but too much on it as they run out of real estate once more. Torres was giving chase.
Yep, this is when Vegas have looked dangerous. They've had someone in the midfield, preferably Hernandez, getting the ball and having some touches onto it, influencing the attack, the offense going forward. It's hard for Vegas to get a good goal-scoring chance when you have a defender in the back trying to play it over the tops.
Reminder, in about 2 minutes' time, we'll be headed into our ABC Hyundai halftime report. Highlight scores, a whole lot more coming your way from ABC Hyundai. We'll be talking about an opening salvo here. Calling out his shot. As Robinson getting forward. Control, the overlap coming. Torres into the area, headed in the air, and kept alive by Parra. We'll cycle it back around. Tripa. And the Monarchs come away looking to counter. Just over a minute to go before stoppage time. And committing the foul is Kevin Garcia Lopez.
That was Gabe Robinson that had the header there on that service. Mentioned last week he scored the goal against Portland. So Gabe Robinson showing that he can carve out, find some space. And Real Monarchs, as I mentioned, they're not really tightly marking anybody. So those spaces and those opportunities are going to be there for Vegas.
Ronaldo told us a few weeks ago about the prowess Gabe Robinson has in the air. He says one of the best headers of the ball I've ever seen. That includes guys I played with on the national team.
Wow, that's high praise.
He showed it last week. And that will be an easy foul call for referee Smir Pekbic. Soon we'll see how much stoppage we have to work with. We're at the poker table. The fourth official. That's how the fourth officials know they're in Vegas.
Yeah.
Ready to deal. After the game, they can take a job at the Plaza Casino and Hotel.
Yeah. Get some chips.
2 minutes of stoppage time. 2 minutes minimum. Harley, good hold up play. Able to get it away on the shot. Rebound and out of play, but it will be a corner kick here for the Lights before we go into halftime.
Yeah, well done, first of all, by Harley. Playing with his back toward goal, getting that pass, controlling it, and then seeing his teammate making the run down that right middle channel. And then the shot sent in.
Parra. Good save made by Ochoa there.
Yep, absolutely. Maybe Parra could have even squared it to Arguez, who was making a run in the middle as well, but still, Harley did well with his back toward goal, receiving that pass and then laying it off to Parra. They're there. Those spaces are there. They're open. And now, especially down that right side, the right middle part or half of the Vegas attack.
Tripa launch this in. The in-swinger on its way, a low liner. And head out of play, we'll do it again. He's getting ahead to that was Martinez.
Tripa has to get a better service here.
Got a little higher in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a Robinson.
Here it comes. Order up. Again, it was Martinez, the striker. Able to get the defensive header. About 30 seconds here before halftime. And this will be last touched. Nope, Harley will catch it. Short time. Ooh. Oh, what a move. Alex Harley sends it to the 6. Winding up, cutting it to the left foot. There's Argaz. Well, you got to do something positive or he's going to call for halftime here.
Great move by Harley. It's unfortunate couldn't connect with anyone in the area because of just the number of bodies that Real Monarchs had in the penalty box.
And here comes Gabe with the big throw, just like a set piece here. Place will explode if they can get that net to rattle. Served into the back area, pawed away by Ochoa. Oh, so close. We've played the 2 minutes and plus then some. That one in right at the gut of Ochoa again. And there is the whistle for halftime. And now getting a bit chippy. There's some contact made. And now cooler heads need to prevail here because you don't want to be shorthanded coming into the second half.
It looks, yeah, Ochoa, I don't know if Ochoa said something to Scaglia, but I think that's where a lot of this heat is coming from here between the two teams.
And it still continue. Now Chang went down a little easy there. Cameras plainly saw that, and everybody needs to cool it off. We got 45 minutes left in this thing. Chang, it certainly appears he's making a meal of it a little bit. He's a veteran.
But this is a situation, obviously you don't want it to get like this out of hand, but it's showing that both of these teams are passionate and they're willing to fight for this these 3 points.
Well, everything's settled down. Chang will check the cobwebs and he'll come off. And at the half, no score. Las Vegas Lights FC, Real Monarchs SLC. Our ABC Hyundai halftime report coming your way right after this.
Catch professional soccer on MyLVTV when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on San Antonio FC Saturday, April 6th at 5:30 p.m.
Ball hit across. What a finish!
Don't miss a moment of all the action on MyLVTV, Channel 21, Cable 12.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Silverado. It's the official truck of calloused hands and elbow grease. The official truck of getting to work and getting to work. It's the official truck of homecoming and coming home. The all-new Chevy Silverado. Now during Chevy Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months on this all-new Silverado.
See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Jarritos. Super good. Que bueno son.
High energy bills have you feeling like you're in the penalty box? Score a hat trick with the Universal Solar Direct exclusive. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 5 months. Don't get stuck paying interest with the other guys. Invest today, save for a lifetime. Call Universal Solar Direct today and receive up to $5,000 from NV Energy just for going solar. 0 down, 0 interest, 0 payments for 5 months. Universal Solar Direct, proud sponsor of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Universal Solar Direct. Pay less for your electric.
Spring is here, and that means the Hyundai Spring Fever sales event is on now at ABC Hyundai. Spring Fever savings like $4,000 off MSRP on all new 2019 Santa Fe's. And get a $1,500 gift card with your trade-in. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
Back at Cashman Field, our ABC Hyundai halftime report all season long. Halftime brought to you by ABC Hyundai, official sponsor of the $5 Give Back program. Jeff Radcliffe, George D. Metellus. No score, but the Lights certainly having some opportunities.
Yeah, they especially that last 15 minutes of that first half, they found a way to get in behind the defense and really test Ochoa in between the sticks for Real Monarchs. Now it's just a matter of finishing. Parra having chances, Harley having chances as well. It's getting better. You figure a goal is coming in the second half.
Desperately needing the full 3 points tonight, because looking ahead, 3 of the next 4 for Las Vegas on the road at San Antonio FC. Then they come back to take on what used to be known as Sounders 2. It'll be Tacoma. And then at RGV and at LA Galaxy 2. And then before coming home, take on a very good Sacramento Republic FC team. That's all the way in the month of May. Ooh. So a lot of that month of April going to be on the road. That's going to be a challenge.
It sure will. You're talking about 9 potential points in those road games. If they can pick up about 5 or 6 points, I think that'll be a successful road trip.
They lose Fuerza, looking for certainly some goals to get excited about. Certainly having their fun anyway. We'll be right back. The ABC Hyundai halftime report continues. Lights and Monarchs knotted 0-0. Las Vegas Lights FC still in search of that first 3 points of this 2019 USL season. That's our ABC Hyundai halftime report. Cash the Soccer Rocker is being very patient about this. That is for sure. So big news around the league. This is week 4 of the USL Championship. And lots of headlines to get you caught up on. As Las Vegas fans just eager to have a goal here at home for the first time. So here's a look at what we're talking about, the news and notes. League One kicking off this season. Actually today, 4-game weekend slate. Visit USLLeague1.com for that full schedule. Our player of the week was Cameron Iwasa from Sacramento. Had a hat trick in just 11 minutes. and a 4-1 win against Oklahoma City. That was last week. And then the Roughnecks entering week 4 atop the West. They only had 3 wins last year. And Tulsa, the new head coach, striking oil so far this week. That's a look at what's going on in the USL here this week. Championship and League One. And a busy schedule coming up here in the Western Conference. As Tacoma Defiance coming up on Monday, the rare Monday game against Sacramento Republic. On April 6th, a quintet of games. Real Monarchs back at home against Reno 1868. Energy at home against Timbers 2. Rio Grande Valley still looking for that win against New Mexico United, one of the biggest stories of the season. The expansion team, San Antonio, will host our Lights at 5:30 Pacific time on that one. And LA Galaxy 2 hosting those Tulsa Roughnecks, a team at the top of that table. Well, we're gearing up for the second half of this one. Real Monarchs SLC looking for their second win of the season. Can the Lights give those supporters something to go happy with? Our ABC Hyundai halftime report continues after this 0-0.
Spring is here, and that means the Hyundai Spring Fever sales event is on now at ABC Hyundai. Spring Fever savings like $4,000 off MSRP on all new 2019 Santa Fe's. And get a $1,500 gift card with your trade-in. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
Boston Dental Group, your place for friendly, gentle, and convenient dental care in Las Vegas. We offer you expert specialists such as orthodontics, implants, cosmetic dentistry, and even pedodontics for your children. Call us today to take advantage of our limited time offers. 25% off cleanings and only $250 down to start your braces today. Call 702-388-8888.
Boston Dental Group, making healthy smiles more affordable to you.
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
Zappos makes returns easy, so you can save the drama.
What do you want?
For your 18th century prima donna.
Did you eat my lost taquito?
Nope.
Lawyer!
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com. Zappos makes getting help at any time easy.
They're on their way.
Great.
So you can save the drama.
Curfew was 2 hours ago.
For your teenage llama.
Michael, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com.
Mom, we're out of cereal. Can I go to Jennifer's tonight? No, you said you were going to take me to dance.
There's no time for downtime. Better get better, quick. UMC Quick Care has locations all across the valley, and you never need an appointment. So get in and get better. UMC Quick Care.
Back at Cashman Field, the Lights trying to light up that scoreboard as we get set for the second half. Real Monarchs still defending well. 0-0 score line. Jeff Radcliffe, George D. Metellus on the call with you here tonight. So happy to have you along. Let's take a look here at the first half highlights. And there was plenty of action, just nothing in the back of the net that counted anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a situation here very early on. Alex Harley with the athletic attempt there, which would have been a spectacular golazo, as they say. And then Vegas putting on the pressure. A lot of it coming down the left side. This is a great ball here by Tripa Hernandez for Christian Torres. As Torres, he's been very active all game on the left side. Real Monarchs had a chance here with this ball, but that one sails in.
Nearly a home run.
Yeah, yeah. That was the Canadian Master Cacher. And then this chance here by Martinez, or excuse me, Brody. And set pieces not very effective for either team. This is
that
a great
was a
save
great
here.
dipping ball from Blake.
Olsen coming up with a big-time save there. And then in the last 10-15 minutes of the second half, Real Monarchs, oh yeah, they came to life, especially the Real Monarchs defense playing high, and that left a lot of spaces for some great opportunities.
Combination from Scaglia to Tripa.
Yep. This one here, Torres winning the ball off the tackle was excellent. And then I thought he should have gone far post
Yes,
there, but
exactly.
instead tried to just get it over the keeper. Didn't quite work. This was maybe the best chance for Real Monarchs with Hurd cutting in, and then the shot by Blake.
And as we got close to halftime, again, looking dangerous here. Header, it was a score, but the flag came up on that far side.
Yeah, that was a sequence of about 3 offsides in about 2 minutes for Vegas. So you could see that they saw where the holes were, but just weren't able to get that timing down.
So look at the match stats here at the half. Of course, the goals are what count. What jumps out here?
Well, the 62% possession is what counts, because we expected that. We thought that they would get most of the possession. They want to win their first game of the season at home against the Real Monarchs defense that is looking vulnerable and looking porous. So that really stands out for me. The 9 shots, 4 on target. In the second half, if they can continue to do that in the second half, I think they'll get their goal and they can get 3 points.
You know, that yellow card issued to Blake for Real Monarchs SLC in the 37th minute. Fans getting geared up for second half action. Remember, you can follow the lights and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and a whole lot more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com as we revisit the hockey-themed Findlay Toyota keys to the game. Home ice advantage. Look, they tried to start fast, but just couldn't get anything in the net.
Yeah, that was the big problem. They tried to start out fast. They had most of the possession and couldn't get that ball over the line to light the lamp. And for Real Monarchs, they did manage to weather the storm in that first half, in the first 15, 20 minutes. And the forecheck, well, they didn't stay compact, and they didn't have many chances to counter. So the keys for Real Monarchs, half of them worked. And for the Las Vegas, if they can do those keys, they still apply for the second half. So we'll see how that works early in the second half.
It's basically just a restart.
Absolutely.
Vegas Golden Knights jerseys here tonight. As, of course, the Knights clinching last night. Despite losing 4 games in a row, they got some help and have clinched their another playoff trip here in their second season. And you know they're going to get it turned around. Maybe that's the push that they need to move higher up.
If they could get to the Stanley Cup Finals again, that would be quite an accomplishment. I don't know much about NHL history, but a team in their second season getting to back-to-back Stanley Cup Finals, that would be very impressive.
They're at San Jose tonight, 9 o'clock. Trying to snap that 4-game losing streak. Mark Stone and company. 32 goals, 40 assists this year, Stone. He's been spectacular at T-Mobile Arena.
40 assists, wow.
Well, the Knights love to share.
Yeah.
Need some assists here for the Lights. Trying to emulate the Knights with the success. Yeah, both second-year teams. And the throw this left side from Noah Powder.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Vegas respond, what little tactical tweaks Eric Winalda has made in order to get this goal, create more chances.
Harley was onside that time. Try to hold it up. Now we did just hear Irvin Parra, along with Scaglia, picked up yellow cards at the end of the first half. Well, let's just say get together.
Yeah.
So 2 in the book now for the home side. And it'll be tracked down by Kevin Garcia Lopez. Just need to let the system work here.
Yeah, and you can see now all 10 outfield players for Vegas. Well, before that turnover, they were in their attacking half.
Hold up. Martinez will work the right side. Ball across and cut out by Torre.
For the Lights, they have to be willing to push men more forward. As I mentioned, before that quick turnover, it was all 10 outfield players in their attacking half. That might be what they have to do, what is necessary in order to get this first goal and get the 3 points.
And throw in. Oh, good bit of a dummy there. Nothing doing for Para. Imagination's there. Asking all the questions, just have not able to put the finishing touches on the finishing ball.
Well, we saw in that first half, toward the end of the first half, Para and Harley working very well together to create a shot on target. So those two have a good understanding. And as I mentioned in the first half, Real Monarchs not exactly putting a lot of pressure. Now they're being intense. Ooh, that's great.
Scaglia splitting the D.
Yeah.
Fear on that right side sends a tough ball to handle. It's in front. Harley catches it. Trying to get it back across and can only earn the corner kick. Good work from Fear there in making his home debut tonight.
And Fear, well done to get that ball into the area. How about Scaglia? I was just about to say that Real Monarchs haven't been intensely putting pressure on the ball, and then he splits the defense there.
Well, that was a tough ball to handle for Ochoa.
I think it deflected. Fear sending it across, and it got deflected.
Out off of Portillo. Flick back header and a goal! Harley, the first goal at home this season. And it is 1-0 to the good for Las Vegas Lights FC. And the party just getting started at Cashman Field. That goal brought to you by Plaza Hotel and Casino in downtown Las Vegas, the official hotel of Las Vegas Lights FC.
Well, in the first half, right at the end of the first half, Harley had a header that was disallowed because of an offside. You don't have to worry about that on corners. And he was able to elevate, win the header, and score. Back-to-back weeks, Vegas get a goal off the header. And look what he does there. He's on the line when the play starts and then fades into the middle. It's brilliant service, and he's able to twist that header and get that ball over the line.
3 goals this season, none in the run of play. Another set-piece goal for Eric Winalda's crew, and that was a beautiful header. But for first goal for a forward.
Yeah, yep. And Eric Winalda, he has this team well trained and schooled and executing when it comes to set pieces. Alex Harley did was brilliant. He was started on the line with a couple of defenders at his back, and then when that ball came in, rushed out into that space, met the ball with the header, got a great turn on it, and was able to finish it.
Oh, a second half lead. Let's see. This changes things. Las Vegas for the first time this season with a lead. Always easier to play in that situation, and now Real Monarchs, as this game gets later, if this score line holds, they're going to have to come out and play a little bit more.
Yep, and that could open up some more space in the back for Vegas to take advantage of, and that could mean Parra gets a goal or at least a couple more shots on target as well. So this is an advantageous situation for Vegas in not only an attack going forward, but could make Real Monarchs come out of their shell a little bit, open up some more space in attack for Vegas to exploit.
Comes back to Torre. That certainly has energized the crowd a little bit coming out of that halftime locker room. 50th minute goal from Alex Harley, opening up his USL account.
Those keys to the game: start this game fast, get an early goal. Well, second half, start the game fast, get an early goal in the second half. That's exactly what they did.
Eric Winalda before the season compared Alex Harley to a Kai Kamara. Boy, a more flamboyant Kai Kamara. And that was very Kai Kamara-esque as far as the goal.
Kai Kamara
winning headers.
Yeah, prolific scorer for goal scorer for in MLS. Yeah,
about 8 different teams.
Yeah.
Vancouver, now Colorado.
I think it was Sporting Kansas City.
Yeah, Sporting Kansas City for a long time. Columbus, New England. And there was a chance to level as Masta Kacher in the vicinity. So now in position, first 3 points, but a long way to go here for the Lights decked out in Knights gear.
I just have to say, Masta Kacher, when you see his name written, Sounds like Master Catcher. Sounds like he could be part of the Wu-Tang Clan or something with that name. Yeah. I'm glad he's Canadian, so you have to say it French. Cacher. Yeah.
He's from Quebec. That does make sense. In his second season with Real Monarchs.
If you said it English, that you're like, whoa, Wu-Tang Clan has a member playing.
Cacher, awesome. Part of FC Montreal, was an Impact Youth player. So certainly, I'm sure, speaks French-Canadian.
Yes.
Always said anything you say in French just sounds good, even if it's something bad, right?
Like, yes, you know, like zucchini or something. Zucchini. Like, yeah.
Oh, boy. And finally, David Ochoa beaten just for the second time this season. He will not have his third shutout tonight.
And when you consider the altercation at halftime, he's definitely not someone that the Vegas players will be friendly with.
Cacher getting a talking to.
But for Las Vegas, they have to continue being aggressive going forward. 1-goal lead is not a secure lead. So they have to continue to go forward, finish more chances. They can get 2 goals more, then that's a pretty comfortable victory for them.
Foul free kick awarded to Las Vegas. Tripa fake the quick restart. Scaglia right down the line. Garcia to the near post. Boy, right in there again was Harley, looking for that second goal.
And the way Garcia Lopez hit that one, it almost looked like it was going to sneak in that near post.
Like, was it a shot or a pass?
Yeah, it had that movement on it. Very tricky.
Good win in the middle of the park. And the chase is on. Olsen is there, the homegrown, Nevada State College homegrown player for Lights FC. And Angel Alvarez, the backup keeper from Las Vegas. Matt Thomas as well. See if he gets inserted into this match. Certainly important to have a couple of guys on the roster who are local. Help draw some more of those fans out.
Yep. Especially if they have big families. They can...
Coming from behind, this will go into the book for sure. And a yellow. Going to Martinez, the striker.
Yeah, absolutely. Comes in from behind, double-footed. This is a very clumsy challenge here by Douglas Martinez. He definitely deserved to go in the book in the yellow card. And Martinez, quiet match for him. Michael Chang, quiet match for him as well. Jack Blake, not quiet because he got a yellow card. Josh Hurd, of that attacking four for Real Monarchs, Josh Hurd has been the one that's looked the most dangerous, and he hasn't been that influential as well.
To the top of the 18-yard box.
Credit to Vegas's defense in that midfield for keeping those four in check.
Intercepted momentarily, tracking back to get it. Here come the Monarchs one more time, but Salvin Torre to get the best of things, had it perfectly read. Still some work to do. Chop near side, Powder, New Jersey native. And could have done better with that one. Garcia Lopez trying to get Para. Good work by Moberg.
Garcia Lopez, and he was running back in frustration, clapping his hands. He knew that might not have been the right pass to make there.
Back to Blake. And Moberg. Good challenge one. That will get a good reaction from the crowd. Well, you always want to play for the shirt, play for the fans, right?
Yep.
That will get people behind you, whether you're winning or losing. And you see that kind of effort.
And Christian Torres, about two or three times in our first half, we saw him make a sliding tackle to win the ball clean, and he did it there again. He's very good at that. He's showing a great skill at those sliding tackles and clean wins.
And here's Para. Tripped up. That will be a free kick for sure. And another yellow. So third yellow card on the Monarchs here. And now a free kick in a pretty dangerous spot here, about 35 from goal.
A great pass, Parra by himself in that midfield, getting the pass. Look at a quick restart there. Ooh, and a mistake there. That was Moberg who makes a mistake in his touch that allowed to leak it through to Parra, and then Noah Powder has to come over and clean it up. So Noah Powder paying the cost for the mistake by Moberg.
So George, you can get this one up and down, right? Are you going for goal here? Or are you going to try to get somebody running in on the back post? I guess it depends on who's taking it.
Yeah, I think
Hernandez with the left for sure.
I mean, you have Robinson floating in there. Maybe you just try to get it on goal, and then a deflection falls to one of the teammates, but it's man marking, so that's going to be tough.
Driven low and just missed the far post. He was going for goal, and the lights are claiming it to touch somebody, but that was not the case. Oh, man.
Oh, this is a brilliant effort. What a great effort. Looked like Parra is the one that took that with the right foot.
That had pace. That one knuckled a little bit here on the delivery to the outside.
Oh, that would have been a great goal. And even though it didn't go over the line, it didn't score, that was still a magnificent effort there.
We saw that shot earlier that was knuckling and hit the ground. That's one of the toughest things for a keeper, to be able to stop something that's on the ground, because you're not sure how it's going to skip, especially when you're not at home and don't understand the surroundings in the field.
And the little nuances of the field, absolutely. That was well done by Parra. And to your point, Jeff, he hits it, and then it skips on the ground right in front of the goalkeeper, but it was just about maybe 2 millimeters wide, or inches. I'm sorry, we use inches and feet here.
Yes.
Sorry.
So millimeters.
Sorry, millimeters.
That's okay. Millimeters is tighter. I like that.
The point I was trying to make before I got my lengths of my measurements confused is that bounce off the surface. I think he intentionally tried to do that, and it almost worked.
The Monarchs trying to answer here. As Michael Chang, not enough time on the ball tonight. This will be wasted inside, and we'll have the throw in. Played an hour, and is 1-0 to the good for the Las Vegas Lights. Have their first home goal of the season and third overall. And in position to take all three. The longer this goes, the more the Monarchs are going to have to come out and play, and that will leave some space in behind.
Absolutely, and you figure with the way Parra is striking the ball, he's getting more confident. Harley has a goal, so he's going to be very, very confident.
And strikers are competitive, right?
Oh,
if Harley gets a goal, now Parra is going to do everything he can.
Yep. And on that free kick, he almost got one too. Yeah, that was excellent.
One of the best motivators comes the drum corps.
Yep.
Those drums are awesome. Something you'd see in Blue Man Group. Providing the soundtrack to soccer here in Las Vegas.
When it comes to atmosphere and kind of entertainment.
Oh, you can't beat Vegas.
You can't beat Vegas. You can't beat it. I'm sure other USL teams and cities are excellent, but Vegas is just at a higher level.
Brett Lashbrook wanted to be a non-stop soccer party. And then this year, add the wins to that.
Yes.
They had it all figured out off field. Not a bad effort. Harley will track it down on full sprint and will keep it from going out. Nope. Tried.
And the party's always better when the team is winning.
Yes. Just a stone's throw from downtown Vegas. Fremont Street. Wish you could just hang out at the happier hour by Zappos and Two Roots. Coming after this game, after every Lights home game, you can stick around for the happier hour. An all ages post-game party brought to you by Zappos and Two Roots Brewing Company. Zero. Parra holding it up, got hooked.
Do they have tequeños at the after party? Oh man, I love tequeños. My goodness. Ugh.
We'll have to see if we can get that ordered for you.
Ugh.
Fear. So if somebody can cook them up.
I will talk trash about Avengers Infinity War for some tequeños. I love that
Talk
movie.
trash.
Yeah, I love that movie, but if somebody offered me some tequeños, then I might.
You'll quiet it down.
Yeah.
Garcia Lopez with the throw. Good energy in the building tonight. Fear, a little spin inside the area. Garcia Lopez, unable to earn the corner. Went off a Las Vegas player. Oh no, offside actually. Somebody came from an offside position.
But that work down that right side between Fair, Garcia Lopez was excellent. That passing and movement in that tight space was excellent. But it looked like Scaglia kind of got in the way on the near post, and that might have been what led to the offside. That's unfortunate because that was some good, beautiful soccer there on that right side in tight space between Fair and Garcia Lopez. And if Scaglia isn't in the way, maybe it's not an offside, and maybe there's a clear path to square it for either Harley or Parra.
Moby Fear has an American passport, but also passports of Japan and Switzerland. So he's a little bit of everything. Played in Vietnam last year. Part of the U.S. Youth U20 national team setup. And here's our change. Rodriguez will come off. And a good first start. And here comes Pablo Cruz. The red streaks tonight. So coming off the bench, he started first 3 matches. And Mr. Energy. And he was really good at delivering set pieces as well, Pablo. Good looking ball. Trying to track it down. Powder playing the 1-2. Left into the back post. Intervention was made. And we'll have a corner off of Gabe Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson, you mentioned that he scored last week, and he was one of the players to watch. And we needed him to play defensively very well, and he has been excellent defensively in this game for Vegas.
The Lights got their goal this way. Good delivery, but snaked right out of the air by Olsen. He tracked it down, and now we're on the run. Harley catches it, coming back to defend. And that was wasted a bit.
You saw that Parra was making a hard run. I mean, Parra was really taking off, flying down the field to try to get into space to give some more numbers for the counterattack. And he tried to make that long pass to Parra, but just couldn't connect with him.
Tripa commits the foul. And just joining us, it was the goal from Harley off the set piece in the 50th minute. That's the difference right now. Fans, remember, La Bonita is the official supermarket of Lights FC and has the best price in town for Lights single game tickets. Visit any La Bonita supermarket. Of course, many in the crowd tonight went for free after that guarantee that fell short in the opener. Can't beat free.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like my brother says. He said, "What's your favorite food?" Free.
Anything free.
Anything free, yeah. It's Chinese? No. Italian? No. Free. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of guys and gals get into this broadcasting business for the free food.
That's why I did it.
There you go. Hey, love honesty.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, I get to watch soccer matches. That's a great thing too, but
you get paid for it?
Yeah.
There's Blake. Draws a foul. Scuff it wide. Hurd. Oh, good ball into the area, but read perfectly by Gabe Robinson. He'll send that one a foul back.
Gabe Robinson, right, even though he hasn't done much, you know, the set pieces haven't been there for him in terms of the connection. What he's done defensively has been excellent, and he's putting in a man-of-the-match performance defensively. He has been an absolute rock, a wall. No one can get the ball anytime that it's near him. He has just been, his marking has been excellent. His timing has been fantastic, Gabe Robinson today.
Kasher will deliver with the left foot. Corner is high and arcing. Robinson first to it. Still work to do. Blake couldn't make anything happen, and now the hold up coming from Cruz. Delivered to the far side, tracked down by Parra. And it runs out of space and shows his frustration.
Yeah, I think Cruz was trying to, he wants to get to Parra, but he's got to run at the defense first. The numbers were not in his favor, so he's got to run at the defense, maybe attract a couple of defenders. Parra is very smart in terms of getting into the right position in space, so Cruz has got to hold the ball up just a little bit longer there.
Cruz with that energy off the bench here tonight. Positive play, then slipping down as the turf monster, I think, got Torres.
That's a shame because Torres wide open down that left side. He would have had a couple of his teammates in the area to connect, and he had no one defending him either, so it would have been a very clean and precise service that he would have been able to deliver into the area.
And of course, you know, we're expecting some cooler temperatures as you always get in desert climates. Supposed to get down into the 50s tonight, so that usually makes the grass a little slick after a warm day. Seeing a couple of players struggle with the footing tonight. About 20 minutes left to go. Flag stays down. Kasher. Defense shown by the lights. And Blake is, tell you what, he has run all over that field tonight. It's like the analogy, if he had paintbrushes on his shoes, he'd paint the whole field by the end.
He sure would. But how about Tripa? Following him
Same thing.
everywhere. Yes, Tripa has been everywhere, defensively, in attack as well.
Kasher not going to split two defenders, and we'll go for a corner kick. So those are starting to rack up here for the Monarchs. They've had 6, now 7.
Saw Vegas score on a set piece. Let's see, their set piece defending has been very good. That's got to continue to preserve this clean sheet.
Good delivery again. And headed right to Olsen.
Get this shutout going for Vegas.
Looking for his second clean sheet here on this field this year. Harley catches up. Looks like the Monarchs will make a change here shortly. Lionel Atundi waiting, that fourth official. This is where you see games just kind of change shape a little bit. When you see those subs start coming in, get the fresh legs, but also just some different qualities on the ball.
Yep. Pace slows down a little bit. It's maybe a little more tactical.
Come on, Harley chasing. Ochoa had some trouble judging and handling it, but has it. You don't want Alex Harley coming down on you. 6'2".
Alex Harley. Now we're seeing him in a deeper role, so he's getting more touches and being more influential in terms of the service for the counters.
And that one took a wicked hop, but Olsen handled it. And Harley trying to convince fans his name is Acapulco, even though he's from Togo originally. The story behind that is his full name is Alex Nyako Harley.
Okay.
And Acapulco sounds good, so he has convinced some fans he is from the Mexican resort city. But just so you know, if you're watching, he's from Togo, not Acapulco. Inside joke on the team.
Yeah.
Going to the line.
Ooh.
Oh boy, I stung it, but missed it to the left. And probably a hole in that back wall.
Oh, this is some very deceptive and slick footwork there. Looks like Parra is the one that takes this shot here. Look what he does here to Brody. Just twists him all over the place. And look at Fair. He's in the middle with his hands up saying, I'm open. Oh, Parra. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a striker, though.
Yeah. When you're a striker, you got to go for it.
Kasher came out. Atundi is in from Cameroon, just 18 years old. Had his first USL goal last week against Los Dos late in that one. It was a game that had 4 goals in the second half, 1-0 at the half. And the Galaxy, too, if you talk to Eric Winalda, had some chances to make that a game early, and things might have turned out differently for them. They played a really young team, but credit to Real Monarchs closing it out with authority. The far post, and the chase will come from Atundi. Throw will stay with Salt Lake. You can't be happy with 1-0 here.
Oh, absolutely. They need another goal. They need this finish.
Tripa. Now Harley, the advantage was played there. Let's see, we'll pull it back and give the foul. And boy, another yellow card on a Monarchs player. Moberg now goes into the book. I might count that as the 4th yellow card.
And now that this situation for Real Monarchs presents itself where they are having to play a little bit higher, and that's giving space in the back. Harley is trying to take advantage of the pace that he has, the speed over Moberg. And we saw Moberg make a mistake in the back that led to an opportunity for Parra. So
Vegas still out shooting Monarchs 12-7, have the edge in possession about 55%. That's come down a little bit from halftime. It's going to happen to swing to the team that's trailing sometimes after you're chasing a game. Well, our next televised game coming up. Follow Lights FC on the road to San Antonio FC next Saturday night. ILV TV coverage starts at 5:30. Coming up on that last quarter hour. 4 games into the season, looking for that first win. The motivator this week on the board in the locker room. Las Vegas in the standings in last place. That is a motivator for most of the guys. That's not where they saw themselves 3 games in.
And the big problem, and we mentioned this in the beginning, the big problem has been the defense. They gave up 5 goals in the last 2 games coming into this matchup. Real Monarchs scoring 5 in the game leading up to this encounter. So if you're a Vegas fan, you're thinking, okay, you know, the defense might be a concern, but it has not been the case here. The defense has been solid. Those 2 in the middle, Torre and Robinson, have been excellent. They've limited the chances for Real Monarchs, and right now they still have that shutout, that clean sheet going.
The Monarchs trying to do something about it. Garcia Lopez and just diving to his right, making sure is Las Vegas native Thomas Olsen. And that gets a cheer for the supporters behind him who are backing him 100%.
And Garcia Lopez also contributing to the defense, especially here in the second half. Dropping back. There's a scuff shot. Yep, a couple of missed opportunities for Monarchs to strike cleanly on the ball.
All the way back on the other end. There's Cruz. And that flight went a little high.
And Cruz taking it upon himself, looking for that long-range golazo, if you will. But he had Torres on the left side, pretty much unmarked. Turn of the head, that vision.
Parra commits a foul. Remember, you can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club and the Lights on ESPN.com. Search for Las Vegas Lights, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders. Las Vegas's next match. Go to ESPN.com now. Click follow. Las Vegas Lights FC. Monarchs pushing for an equalizer here. Oh, just got a piece of it to go wide. Olsen will have to backtrack. Thought better of chasing that one out. Atundi.
Torres slipped again. This time in his own defensive half there. And that might have been the reason why that ball was able to get into the penalty area and filter all the way through.
Got about 13 minutes to go here. We've said multiple times now, George, that you're not happy with 1-0, but you get to a point now where you do have to preserve and try to lock that down.
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, 3 points is 3 points. It's the same whether it's 5-0 or 1-0. And when you're struggling to get victories so early in the season, if they can get to 1-0, that's just the start of some positive momentum.
Running through the midfield, slip to that left side. It's Chang. Chang again, good work. And getting out of trouble.
And that was Robinson dispossessing him. And that was well done because Robinson has to be careful. He has to dispossess him and make sure he doesn't commit a foul.
In the box.
In the box, yep. So Robinson, well done with his footwork to stop a very dangerous player in Michael Chang.
Moberg coming higher up the pitch from that center back spot. A little dancing on the ball, and that one lifted all the way out of play.
When you have your center back that high up, that means there's space available there. Quick turnover, right connection of passes, and a good goal scoring opportunity. Could be a second goal for Vegas. So
well, we see Tabor Preston getting set to be introduced to this match by Eric Winalda. He's a guy who can change things in a hurry. Fastest player on this team. And perfect guy to bring in there when you got a 1-0 lead and just want to play a counter for an icing of a goal.
Yep, you read my mind there, Jeff. Absolutely. You need, what, 10 minutes in? Real Monarchs defense is going to be tired. They're going to be playing high. They're going to leave that space. And then you bring on somebody with that speed to run into that space to a tired defense. It's a brilliant tactical move here by Eric Winalda.
So Preston, right winger forward. So Herman will come on. And Herman a forward for Real Monarchs to match things. On the Phoenix native. But Tabor from Bamenda, Cameroon, 20 years old, played in the Czech Republic last year and is officially on loan from Vistov. Played in the U20 African Cup of Nations. And he wins any running challenge in training. He's a lightning rod. That's exactly what Eric Winalda called him, and see if he can make a difference here as he's in for Tripa Hernandez.
So now the main thing here for Vegas now with Tripa Hernandez out is going to be who's going to be that midfielder that kind of holds the ball up a little bit. Looks like
Cruz maybe.
Yeah, I think Cruz is going to be the one that.
Well, Cruz was described by Eric. He's a guy that you can't get a beach ball off of him in a phone booth. So that would give you an idea how strong he is on the ball. Oh, good pass here as Preston can't keep it out.
Because you have the pace, but you still need someone to hold the ball and distribute. Cruz just might be the one. He's been pushing him higher.
10 minutes to go. Oh, Torre coming from that center back spot. Like a bull in a china shop.
Almost leaked through.
The track back now quickly. As the Monarchs trying to play through the middle. Job by Garcia Lopez.
His defensive work in this second half has been excellent, Garcia Lopez.
He can concentrate defensively now when he's got Preston in front of him to help stretch things out.
No need for him to push forward. Keep that back line of 4. More defenders back. Keep this clean sheet. Keep this shutout going for Lights FC.
Ryden and Moberg have to start taking a few more risks.
Yep.
As you said, Georgia, a loss is a loss, whether it's 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Eight minutes to go.
Las Vegas right now just looking to keep their shape. Keep these Real Monarchs players in front of them.
Torre trying to win the race here. No foul. 1-on-1 is Atundi. The two Cameroonians, Atundi and Preston, made a nice introduction there.
There's that speed.
Oy, oy, oy. So Tunde, a Cameroonian U17. And perhaps a future teammate. Preston, who's a U20.
If he had been able to get that touch, the last touch, after he shoulders off the ball, if he gets that touch into space, oof, that would have been a nightmare for that Real Monarchs defense.
Well, he earns the corner kick, and Las Vegas will take their time to set this one up. They lead 1-0. Harley had the goal in the 50th on a set piece. Corner kick.
Let's see if Harley does the same thing here that he did for the goal. Start on the line, with his back toward goal, and then float off and then flick that header over the line. Looks like he's doing something similar here. Being marked by 2 players.
Did by Para. Gonna track it down as Cruz just gets there. Pablo playing it back to Preston. Long switch of play. Para. Irvin sends it to the far post. Looking to win that header. There's Torres. Foul against Las Vegas.
I think Stockley hit the boot a little too high there, trying to win the ball.
"13 shots, 5 on target for Las Vegas, 7 and 2 for the visitors." Oh, another player slipping down. I'll have to check the footwear, I think, after this one.
They need some deeper cleats, longer studs on the bottom of those boots.
And over everybody. As we draw later and later. I want to go into this happier hour with a full 3 points, first time this season and also at home. And they work on the finishing here in the coming weeks. But hey, if you can win ugly, you'll take it.
And if anything, I think Eric Winaldo will be happy with the defending in this game. I don't think Real Monarchs even has a shot on target in this second half. So the defending has been excellent, especially Gabe Robinson. I've been very impressed with his performance in these 85, 90 minutes we're about to get to in this match. He's been excellent in the back.
Taken at the corner of the area, slipped out left. Powder. Oh, now the referee fell. Beckman, and that gets one of the biggest cheers of the night. You can tell it's just slippery down there on that pitch. With the temperature starting to drop. He's all right though. That's good. We've all had it happen.
Yep.
Just when you're on TV,
yeah.
A little more embarrassing. One thing if your kids are making fun of you, but
yeah.
Let's take a look here. Whoopsie.
Whoops.
Sorry. He watched the ball the whole time though, so good credit there for Smear Pekmich.
And I think the cards in his back pockets help cushion the fall. He won't have any bruising.
He's doled out 6 of them in this match, 4 to Real Monarchs, 2 to Las Vegas. And remember, Boston Dental Group is proud to sponsor the shirt off the back after every home game. Book your appointment at the official dentist of the Lights. Call 388-8888.
Does anyone get the shirts off the Vegas players?
Yes.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, beautiful.
With those jerseys?
Yeah.
Woo. Oh, man, someone's going to be very lucky. The sparkling gold trim is fabulous. It's great.
Good ad for Zappos and Vegas Golden Knights, too.
Yep.
Inside the area again and cleared away by Torre. 3 minutes plus stoppage to go here for this first win, and that one skates right on in on Olsen. Now it's going to be squeaky bum time.
Yeah.
For Eric Winalda and his side.
Well, that was well done by Olsen. Those long shots or long distance shots from outside the area that stay low to the ground are very difficult for a goalkeeper. He saw it all the way, got his body behind it. Good fundamental goalkeeping there by Olsen. And Las Vegas, for them to kill this match off here and get this victory, they have to control the possession here. Just keep the ball in their attacking half for as long as possible, and they'll come away with the 3 points.
All the way to the other end. Call for the ball quickly was Ochoa. Time is of the essence here late. Monarchs looking to avoid their first loss of the season. They opened with 2 draws against Sacramento and El Paso, and then blitzed the Los Dos last week at home, 5-0. Hopeful ball from Chang. He had the bite this week as he had last week. Now some space to run for Las Vegas. Oh, couldn't check it. Get back in time.
Oh, that was a good ball by Cruz through the middle. And he eventually played in. Harley was offside, so he didn't make a run toward the ball, and Preston was too far away to really connect with it.
On the half volley. That might have been the chance for Blake. He was running at goal and just tried to lace it up. That would have been unfortunate.
Yes, that would have been a killer equalizer. Controls it well off the chest.
Ooh, he was back about 5 yards. He might have had a shot.
And it also looked like Tundi had snuck in behind the defense as well. So if he settles it, plays a through ball to Tundi, that might have been even more of a danger for Thomas Olsen in goal.
Third and final substitution coming here for Eric Ronaldo. It looks like Ferdy Sousa will be the last, and that will be one of those late changes to waste some time. Here's Powder. On the return ball. Getting a cross, interrupted again. Boy, you said Kevin Garcia Lopez has been really good on that right side. Former UC Santa Barbara Gaucho. Big West Conference Defensive Player of the Year, showing why. Well, here's the change. Parra will come off. Did not get his goal, but worked his tail off tonight.
He sure did. Almost had a spectacular one off that set piece in the second half. And this is definitely a defensive substitution, taking off an attacking player, bringing in a more defensive-minded player in Sosa.
Faraday last played with the Atlanta Silverbacks, old NASL. So has some familiarity with Eric Ronaldo. We're in stoppage time. There'll be 3 minutes to survive here for Las Vegas. Crazy things can happen right at Olsen. And now here we go, just like we ended the first half. Tempers flaring, and another yellow. That one going to Atundi.
He tried to volleyball that one into the back of the net there. That looked like an obvious handball.
Just for his reaction, I think Torre will get one. 90+2. Torre.
I know Torre is upset about getting the yellow card, but it's the end of the game. His team is winning. Tunde just picked up a yellow card for an obvious handball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to spike it in, and Olsen took exception to that immediately. What are you trying?
And see, Torre, there's no need for him to go over to the top and yell at Atunde. The referee's going to see the yellow card. He's winning. They're winning the game. Vegas is, in all likelihood, going to win this game. Yeah, for him to go over and make that gesture to Atunde and kind of stand over him like that and push him is unnecessary. The score line is going to be what you have to brag about more than a ridiculous handball on Atunde.
Slipping and sliding.
Well, it is Golden Knights, right?
Right.
They play on ice.
Yes. Oh, you got another one. That's great. Brilliant.
I'm on rare form for some strange reason today.
Exactly. It is.
Yeah.
It's like a rink. About 30 seconds minimum. You think they'll tack on a little bit for that on the back stick. And then we'll have a corner kick. And they'll tack on, I'm sure, a few more seconds after the yellow cards.
despite the yellow card by Torre, he's been very good as well. That partnership with him and Robinson, you talk about two taller defenders. And they don't appear to be slow either, so that's a good partnership they have.
Don't mind the P's and Q's. His Powder. Put a left boot into this one. Again, remember the slipping and sliding here.
Cho is in the box as well, the goalkeeper.
High arcing ball, far post, headed backwards. Will be another corner. It will on the near side. And time really a factor now. We've played the full 3 minutes minimum. Could be the last kick of the game coming for Justin Portillo. Lights want this 3 points. The fans ready. Comes out. Second ball served in all the way to the back post. And a bicycle kickoff target. Thankfully, it was not a repeat of last week when the Timbers scored that way.
Yeah.
Oh, what an attempt for Atundi.
Oh, Atundi goes for the spectacular. And I think Jack Blake is right in front of him. I believe it's Jack Blake.
Oh.
That's right in front of him. Let's take a look at it here. First of all, just desperation here by Real Monarchs.
And full-time whistle. Light it up, Vegas. This one goes to Las Vegas Lights FC. A full 3 points and the first win of 2019.
And well-deserved for Eric Ronaldo and Lights FC. They had to deal with a little bit of pressure toward the end there, but they get the clean sheet. They get the goal that they needed in the second half, and they deserve the 3 points. Good for them to get their first win of the season.
2 home matches, 2 clean sheets. Thomas Olsen and the defenders in front of him. Torre, Robinson, and Garcia Lopez. And we'll be right back to put a bow tie in this one. The Lights win it 1-0 over Real Monarchs.
Catch professional soccer on MyLVTV when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on San Antonio FC Saturday, April 6th at 5:30 p.m.
Ball hit across, what a finish!
Don't miss a moment of all the action on MyLVTV, Channel 21, Cable 12.
"2019 is here. We must plan our attack." The 2019 Camry's powerful stance will announce our arrival with authority. I prefer the 2019 Avalon for its sense of daring. How are we going to combine our forces to face our common foe?
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
Super good. Jarritos. Super good. Que bueno son.
Catch professional soccer on MyLVTV when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on San Antonio FC Saturday, April 6th at 5:30 p.m.
Ball hit across, what a finish!
Don't miss a moment of all the action on MyLVTV, Channel 21, Cable 12.
Well, the Alex Harley goal in the 50th minute stands up as Las Vegas Lights FC have their first 3 points of the season. Go to 1-2-1. They beat Real Monarchs, who suffered their first loss.
Yeah, it was a well-earned victory for Las Vegas. I'm sure they were a little bit frustrated with how it went down in the first half, but second half they came through and got the goal. This is a big save by Thomas Olsen, who got a clean sheet, denying the shot there by Jack Blake, and that was tricky because the bounce off this surface, and we've seen a lot of players slipping throughout the game. So for them to keep that bounce off the surface, they keep it out, was a great save by Olsen.
Our full-time highlights brought to you by Finley Toyota continue.
And here is a chance here. Christian Torres, who in the first half was good going forward, but in the second half had to stay back and play more defense, and that turned out to be very important. That was the best chance of the first half when Hurd got that great first touch inside, and then they shot by Blake. And then Harley got the goal, but it wouldn't count because he was offside. No, well, not he was offside. That was, I believe, Parra was offside. And this one was a tricky one in the second half.
Choa was under fire and had a lot of things to deal with.
He sure did. And then the goal would finally fall in the 50th minute. Great service.
From Tripa.
Yes, Tripa with a beautiful service. And look what Harley does. He kind of pins the defenders on the line. He had two defenders marking him, but he kind of pinned them with the way he positioned his body, and then came out to win the ball, and then celebrations all around. Beautiful.
Yeah, our first Plaza Hotel and Casino home goal of the year. That's great.
And then Irving Parra had a chance here. Could have squared it to fair, but instead went for the shot.
Deserved win as we look at the full-time match stats. The goals are what counts. Shots on target 5-3, and possession ended to come, swung back even after most of the match. Las Vegas in control of that.
Yeah, second half, Real Monarchs pushing forward, especially after they gave up the goal. They were trying to get more possession, but they just couldn't break through a tight and well-organized Las Vegas Lights FC defense.
8 total yellow cards in this one. We had the flare-ups at the end of each half. But in the end, a 1-0 victory for Las Vegas Lights FC. 1-0 it goes. So they'll look ahead to go to at San Antonio and then come back home to play Tacoma on the 13th of this month. Now Monarchs will host Reno next week. So a big win. And a titanic struggle won by Las Vegas Lights FC. For George DeMattelis, our producer Justin Cohen, our director Jonathan Tellicher, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long from Cashman Field. The Lights get their first victory of the season, 1-0.
United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.